I hope it's okay. Right.
Want to see our drivers getting injured out there today. We won a nice clean race.
Indeed. Indeed.
Oh, this is something both of us are new to. Me and both Tom have never commentated before, so this is our first time. So sorry if we make some small hiccups, but we will promise you to bring you some entertainment action here today at round 5, Tier 2 Hungary.
Indeed.
Make sure you got your drinks ready. Our folks are going to need it.
I've got a can of Coke.
Oh, salad. I've got 2 bottles of water.
It's taking a while to load, Mr.
Yeah, it is,
Fanta.
yeah.
Right.
Here we go then.
So I wonder which team or which driver is going to come out first today.
Personally, I'm thinking either one of the Red Bulls or one of the Ferraris because they'll want to get out first and start making a move on the times to make sure they are at the very top of the pack.
Yep. Stag Geek is going to be the first one out. I'm sure. I think. Nope.
Oh, and it looks like we have
it
a
is-
red.
Yeah, it's one of the Red Bulls. And it is TK Tom.
Tom, he is the first one out today at Hungary for Tier 2.
And it's not letting me switch. Here we are. Here we are. TK Tom 9631. Gonna be out on his outlap, warming up them tires. Hopefully set a good what's it called? Good lap time for the starter.
We now have Staffy coming out of the pits as well, about to make a start for a short quali. So that is, like I said, both of the Red Bulls out, getting their laps up, and hopefully going to get a good pace for today's race. Looking in the pit, no one else has come out yet. It's just both Red Bulls at the moment.
Oh my god, it's not letting us go up something. There we are.
We now have the Racing Bulls. Darius is now coming out of the pits. Here we go then. TK Tom coming round the last corner to start his lap for short quali. Let's see what time he can get. And just crosses the line now as he starts his qualifying.
You do this lap. You do this lap, Corbin.
Alright, sound. Here comes Tom now with DRS coming down turn 3, I think it is.
Yep.
No, turn 2. Now it's turn 3. Here we go then. Looking good so far on the pace. And I believe Staffy has also just crossed the line as well.
TK Tom coming on corner 6 on 7. Now turn 8 and 9. We will be deploying his DRS, ERS. And coming around lap, no, turn 11 up to turn 12. Running sector 3. Hopefully, he can get a good lap. Now he's coming around the final few corners.
Here we go then, last corner. Let's see what he can get.
He's deploying all of his battery. 117.887.
That is a good time from TK Tom to start off short quali.
Good first lap. Oh, Staffy on his lap on P12 currently. In sector 3 with 2 purple sectors, 1 and 2. I was coming around the final corners of the track. Going it wide on there. Going to be deploying all of his battery up to the finish line. And it's a 117.581. That's currently 3 attempts quicker than his teammate TK Tom.
Wow. I can definitely feel like this is going to be an interesting race today.
And what Darius on turn 11 with 2 yellow sectors. Entering sector 3 currently on turn 13. Hugs that corner perfectly. Brilliant. Oh, now we will be deploying 0 ERS and get to 123.9. Alright, now we will be on lot.
Sorry for being so silent. I'm just quickly sorting out my settings.
Oh, Darius has retired and left.
Darius, Jesus, what has happened with Darius? Not looking good for him today.
Currently we are on Sitanga with a purple sector 1. Currently coming around corner 11. With 0 ERS, by the way.
Jesus, just entered sector 3.
Purple sector on a yellow sector 2, sorry. Coming around the final few corners now. Can he gain more time and get on the podium?
Let's see what he can do. Come on, DRS is on. Let's see what time he gets. And he got a 117.799. He is second place in between both the Red Bulls. He's pretty much been sandwiched.
Now lot 3 is just finishing his lap with 2 yellow sectors. Flies around a corner. I just noticed he's using no ERS on that lap.
Yeah, bit surprising really. Most drivers should be using DRS, not DRS, the ERS to obviously get a faster lap time. But clearly, Lot just didn't want it.
And now on to Will with 2 purple sectors. Can he get pole in Hungary?
Well,
Comes
Will
around.
has tended to be quite good throughout the past couple of races. Here he comes down the last corner. Let's see what he can do. DRS and ERS is activated, and he has got a pole position of 116. Wow.
Almost a whole second faster.
Wow. Those Red Bulls and other drivers are going to have to up their game for Will, because Will is not messing around today. He's been doing some really good races recently, especially with the other tracks we've been on, and he's been getting win after win. So it might turn out, it could be like that today, but who knows?
No.
If one of the Red Bulls or Ferraris could come up better than Will, then it's going to just get interesting.
Now we got Stag here on his lap, currently with a yellow sector 1, getting his oh, did he go off track a little bit there?
Yeah, he did. He did go off track a little bit at the start of sector 2.
So on the straight, he will potentially get some slipstream off the Red Bull driver if he can gain that time.
And the Red Bull driver has given way. That was Staffy. He has given way to Stag. So obviously he can complete his lap with a fast time. So
Stag go around turn 12. Gets around the corner tightly. And up to the final corner. Oh, and he pits. He pits.
Wow, that was unexpected. So he still hasn't done his first lap. So he was meant to do his first lap this lap, but instead he's just gone into pits for some reason. Don't know if there's something up with the car or some damage, but we'll have to see what he can do later on.
So currently we're on Steph Hitchley Place. He just sat his lap in sector 1. And he's currently on turn 2. Just getting that nicely. Into turn 3. Perfectly. And let's see what he can do. With a yellow sector 1. Goes on that corner. Oh. So it looked like he was warming up his tyres there.
Yeah, it did, yeah. It looks like he's going a lot slower, so I don't think he's actually doing his lap. I think he may have messed up, so he's just warming his tyres up for the next lap, possibly.
Well, he's got to be careful with his tyres because he's averaging tyre wear of 4% currently, so
Yeah, he doesn't want to wear out those tyres before the race. Because if he wears out all his tyres, then he's not going to have any good tyres for quali.
he brings it into the
And then he
pits.
goes into pits.
And next person on the lap will be
Lot.
yeah, Lot. A lot. Oh, Darius must disconnected.
As he joined back on that.
Yeah, he just joined back there.
Okay, awesome.
So next person to be starting the lap will be Lot, the Alpine. These nice fresh tyres, 2% on all fours. Up to good temps as well. So now he starts his lap at Hungary.
Here we go. Let's see what he can do.
Then he deploys. He deploys 20% on the first straight. Oh,
Comes a bit off there.
yes, smooth operator.
Yeah.
Yellow,
One of these Red Bulls.
Yellow sector 1 again. Oh, wow. Oh,
oh!
He just skimmed the wall there.
Yeah. And that is him done for that lap. He will not be improving.
No, TK Tom next, but like middle of a lap here. Gonna go on turn
let's
5.
see if he can improve, because these Red Bulls really do want to try and beat Will, because Will has been doing really well recently, and I think the Red Bulls do want to try and stop him from getting his wins. So let's see what TK Tom can do as he just starts sector 3.
Darius disconnected again, I'm pretty sure.
Jesus. He needs to get his Wi-Fi sorted, or else it's not going to be a good day for him and race day. Oh, and Tom goes wide!
That's just sniffled his lap there.
Yeah. And he goes in pits instead of doing his laps, so now he has not improved yet again, but instead he's just going into pits.
The next person on the lap will be Mr. Fanta. Oh, he's doing very well to keep these softs at 0%.
I believe. Stag has just done his lap 120. That takes him above Lot.
And now Fanta going over the line to start his lap.
Let's see if we can improve, try to get better than Staffy, or possibly Will.
Gonna have to push hard.
He is. He's going to have to extremely push. If he wants a good result and a good time to get on pole position, I mean, he shouldn't be complaining because he's got a good position anyway on grid, but if he can get that pole position, it will be even better.
Purple sector 1.
Wow, that's good.
Just glides around that corner there. Glides around.
And caution sector 1. Lot is taking it extremely slow around that corner.
Keeping out for an impeding.
Yeah.
Behind, because there's 4 people out on the lap currently, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But no.
So
see Tango with a purple sector 1 and a green sector 2, sorry. Let's see what he can do. Pole position maybe? No, it just goes around turn 13 very smoothly. And now turn 14.
Here we go then. Let's see what time he can get. Can he improve or does he not improve?
A P2.
And he improves.
It's nice off the Ferrari. Just got ahead of Staffy. By not even a 10th.
That is some good racing pace there. So that means he's got an even better start. Instead of starting in 3rd, he's got an extra spot there. So he's closer to 1st. And then I reckon it'll be a first battle between Tango and Will.
So everyone else is in the pits currently. I'm guessing C Tango will be going into the pits just to obviously try to get out as fast as he can by just getting some fresh tyres.
And Will is going out again. Will is out of the pits, I believe. Yes, he is.
I'm just quickly going to toilet.
Yeah, that's fine, mate. Here we go then. It's just me. So Tango will most likely be going into the pits. Yeah, here we go. As we said, Tango has gone into pits, obviously, with a really good lap time. Just behind Will, though, I don't know if he will be able to get that second. But let's see if anyone else can improve. There's 3 minutes left of the Hungary qualifying. So now out on track, we have Will and we also have Staffy out for another go. Let's see if either of them can improve. And let's mainly just watch Will to see if he can get a better time than 1:16, which will be absolutely outstanding if he can. But we've got to wait and see.
Sorry
Here
if
he
you heard
comes
my
then
Alexa.
to turn 14.
Right, let's see
Here we go,
what
turn 14, last corner.
let's see what Will FC or 9 can do here in Hungary. So he starts his lap. Deploying his battery. 25% he goes down by. And he recharges around that first corner. Goes around it smoothly. And he deploys again to get onto 68%. Wonder if he can improve, eh?
Yeah, especially with some traffic up in front with Lot and Tom ahead of him. But obviously they will have to move. And Staffy has also just started his lap for the last time for qualifying. So let's see if they can improve.
So we've got Will here with a yellow sector 1. Hopefully he can
And
get...
I think that's it for Will.
Potentially. Can't say anything yet though, because you know Will. He pulls anything out his back pocket like so.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what he's doing. He's going extremely slow. That is a yellow start of Sector 3 and end of Sector 2. What is he doing? He's just coming to a stop on track. Anyway, let's spectate Lot now as he is just... In fact, no. It will be Staffy. Oh, and he goes wide.
Oh, Staffy HD plays. Oh, he goes on turn 12.
Coming up to turn 13 and 14. And he's warming up his tyres again. I don't think they need warming up. Oh, and he goes wide again. Just a little part.
And he goes into the pits.
That is Staffy. He does not improve. That is his qualifying session over here in Hungary.
And now we've got Mr. Lot here. Oh! Lot's into the wall.
Just a light tap into the barrier, but that causes a purple, not purple, Jesus, a yellow Sector 2. And he is retired. That is his Hungarian qualifying session over today. So he will be taking 5th position. Staffy will be taking 3rd, but let's see if Tom can improve.
It's Tom the next 12. Oh no, it's Stag Geek. So, Stag with Tiga Tom behind him. Oh!
And then it is Will as well.
Stag almost just spun it there, but he saved it. We're currently with purple sector, no, a yellow sector 1 and a green sector 2. Hopefully you can get a purple sector 3 just to push it up the grid even more.
Here's the thing, he's got to be quick because TK Tom is literally coming around turn 13 extremely fast.
Oh, and Stag Geek, he just goes a bit too wide. And then we've got TK Tom going offline to push him up to P2.
And Tom comes second place with 1:17.101. Wow. What a qualifying.
Honestly, what a qualifying. Of every single driver. They all put their efforts into it.
That was... Yeah, they do. They put extreme amounts of efforts into this. And wow. There is your result. So it will be, for the start of the race, Will coming in 1st place, TK Tom in 2nd, and Tango in 3rd. The rest of the grid forms of Staffy in 4th, Lot in 5th, Stag in 6th, and Darius. I'm not sure if he is participating, but if he is, due to his Wi-Fi, he will be racing in 7th, and that will be our grid for today's race at Hungary for Tier 2.
Yeah, Darius got very unlucky that time. I'm sure if he was there, he would have pushed it even further.
Yeah, he would have. But let's see if he is racing or if his internet is acting up. Hopefully not. But if he is there, he's going to have to push extremely hard as he is starting from the back of the grid.
So it will be formation off to start off the race? Well,
yes.
All the race just to warm up the tyres.
Yeah. Make sure all the drivers know the track layout and get their tyres ready, like Tom just said. This is going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it.
Hopefully no one crashes and makes connections in the formation lap as well, because that just sends me straight back to the start. So hopefully everyone just doesn't rush it, just doesn't... Yeah, just...
a nice, clean and cool race. But it is
sense.
35 laps of Hungary, I believe.
So the formation start one now. Will AFC will start.
Here we go then. As you can see, all the drivers are warming up their tyres now. Wow.
I like how they're all leaving quite big gaps as well. It's common sense, really.
Yeah.
They're being very proportionate about it. So
they don't want to make any mistakes, especially when warming up those tyres, because sometimes you have seen in the past where some drivers have went a bit too far and clipped the grass and spun. So we wouldn't want to see that happening here today at Hungary. But it's nice to see all the drivers are taking precautions and keeping it safe out there.
Good start to the formation up so far. No connections made.
Looking very clean, loads of nice gaps with all the drivers. This might be the best formation lap I've ever seen.
Within both tiers, really.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't jinx it, and hopefully we do not jinx it, as a South share.
Yeah. Here we go then, coming up to turn 13 and 14. The pack is finishing their formation lap.
Darius slowly warming up his tyres. He wants to gain the advantage.
Yeah, especially starting in last position. Not ideal for him, but let's see if we can make up some spaces with race start.
Just Will getting the last of it in.
Yeah, here we go then. The drivers are lining up, getting their tyres warm for the last time before race starts.
Oh. And everyone gets it basically perfect.
Yeah.
Well done to everyone,
It's gone a bit back, but I'm not sure if it's just my camera angle. And here we go.
So it's lights out.
And away we go. Here at Hungary.
Hyperdrive's round 5, tier 2. That's a good start so far.
Ball keeping the lead strong, and Tango overtakes Tom. Let's see what and there's contact between the Red Bull, I believe, Staffy and the Ferrari.
Staffy and TK Tom both going wide on turn 2 or 3, I'm sure. Turn 2.
Yes. They are Staffy and TK Tom aren't messing around. It looks like Staffy wants to try overtake Tom.
And Darius up to P5. A bit of connection there.
Darius, a good start. And there's contact between Lot and Darius.
Stag getting the overtake on Lot there. Darius scores Ghost.
Darius is now back in last position.
Now let's have a look at top half of the grid.
The pack.
So currently Will still top, like very top here. I know he's pulled at 8th, 10th gap.
And there's a caution in sector 3. Lot has spun it. Not sure what happened there, but it looks like there has been a
Lot and
collision
Darius.
between Stag, Lot, and Darius.
Well, let's hope Will with a 124.639. That's a good starting lap. But
He
hopefully,
is a
with
good
Lot and
starting-
Darius, hopefully they do have clips.
Yeah, let's hope they do. Sadly, we wasn't able to catch it, but it's all up to the drivers to see if they caught it. And let's see what is going on here at the front of the pack. Will is not giving up that front position. He is sticking to it like a piece of super glue.
1 second, guys.
And both Red Bulls are battling it out for third. So it looks like Staffy wants that third position from Tom.
Oh, we are back, guys. We are back. Sorry for that.
What happens?
Oh, no. I had to add something else back onto the sim racing. Oh, who
Oh,
was
and
that?
Staffy overtakes Tom. Staffy has just claimed third position. He's now on podium. But let's see if Tom can claim that back. Both Red Bulls are going all out today.
I wonder if they even think. I wonder if they're even thinking of teammates today. They were looking
No,
very
I don't
spicy
think
back
they
there.
are.
But Will with over a second gap. Hopefully he can improve his time here. And he improves his
And he
time by
does.
4 seconds. Woo.
Wow. Oh, and Tom goes for the overtake on Staffy. He reclaims third position. Wow, and he gets DRS in Sector 1.
Let's have a look
Wow,
at the
what
back
a
of the grid
race
here. With Darius and Lot currently have quite a big gap between 5th and 6th place. With Darius got a 5.7 second gap, I'm sure, to Lot, who's in 6th.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that Lot and Stag will be battling it out momentarily as Lot is gaining. And it looked like Lot just cut the corner there. Wow, what happened?
Some say he's a grass cutter in these days, but...
Yeah, I mean, at least the gardeners ain't complaining. At least they don't have to do their lawn mowing service.
We'll go back to the top half of the grid. We've got C Tango at P2 currently.
Will is just not letting go of that position. He is pushing himself beyond his limits today.
Yeah, he's very fast there. He's like he's a weapon, like just.
Oh, and it looks like Lot has finally caught up to Stag. Let's see what they can do.
So we'll be spectating Lot here currently on the Halo cam.
And Stag goes wide. Lot will have DRS. Let's see if he can overtake Stag, and he does.
Yeah, just gets him there. Oh, almost connection there.
Whoa. That was close. And it looks like Darius is now 10 seconds behind the pack.
Yes, hopefully Darius can bring it back.
Hopefully, I mean, yeah, I believe in him too. I mean, he did obviously not a very good race quali, but he did get a really good start heading up to P5. And Staffy cuts the corner.
Quite a few lawnmowers on this track today, guys. But,
loads of entertainment today.
Well, these Red Bulls are just battling it today.
I don't think they're teammates today. I genuinely don't think they are.
Oh, and Staffy goes wide.
Staffy really wants that third position. He wants to get on podium today.
Yeah, I'm sure Staffy wants it today. He needs it. He deserves it. Oh, and he goes off track just a little bit there. And Tom.
Not a lot, but it could affect his time.
We'll go back to Will with almost a 2-second gap.
Wow, that is insane. He is something else today on track.
Yeah, especially with his 71% battery. It's not
honestly.
I don't
think I've ever seen it like before. He's a good driver today. Extremely good. I'm not even sure if Tango could catch up to him.
Never know. With Tango, he just pulls everything out, really, yeah.
Yeah.
When he's locked in, he's locked in.
Yeah, there's still only 35 laps to this. No, 30 laps to this race, so let's see where it will take us. I mean, the Red Bulls are still battling it out like crazy.
We'll have another look here. Like, we'll look on Staffy HD Players here. And hopefully he can get within the DRS range on the main straight. Then he can potentially...
He could.
If he just keeps this under a second, then I'm sure he'll be able to do it. And he's closed it down to 6/10 currently. Oh, and it's went back up to 8.
Oh. He could, though, on this last corner, turn 14. Could he get DRS?
Yeah, he's got DRS here.
And he does.
He'll get that.
He doesn't have a lot of DRS, though.
And have to close the gap just a lot more here.
Yeah, that's maybe the issue, though, with these cars. They use up a lot of DRS, especially when they use DRS.
So we'll have a look at TK Tom's ERS. And he has a 71%, and that's almost 60 more than Staffy.
That's insane.
That's 60 more percent than Staffy here. But,
and it looks like as well that Lot has made a massive gap between Stag and Darius.
Yeah, Lot. It is changed today as well.
He is, yeah.
Like, but back grid just got unlucky, spinning. Even top half of the grid, we've seen Tom there. Well,
yeah.
On, what was it, corner 4?
Yeah, like, it was, yeah, turn 4.
He just sort of went sideways for a second, but he recovered it. And he has closed the gap between him and Cam. And then Staffy actually plays 3.69 tenths behind him as well, but he only has 6% ERS. So he's got to pull off a masterclass here on this main straight.
Yeah. If Staffy can somehow get that overtake on Tom, I'll be really surprised, as he pretty much has no ERS, and Tom also does have DRS as well. And he is now officially right behind Tango, just a couple seconds behind. Well, not a couple seconds, I'd say a couple thousandths of a second behind.
But then we'll have another look at Lot here. With a 10-second gap behind him is Stag Geek. And then with a 25-second gap from Stag AV Geek is Darius 9178.
Wow.
Hopefully Darius, he can pull it back maybe, hopefully. But it looks like he's got no battery left.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, really.
I hate to say it, but it doesn't look hopeful for Darius, sadly, today. As he didn't have a really good qualifying, as he got disconnected, but then he was doing well, but then he got spun. Obviously, we don't know what happened. He spun someone, or he got spun by someone, we're unsure, or he clipped the grass. But we'll have to take a look at replays after the race.
But both Red Bulls hopefully getting a... Oh, Staffy's back wheels are spinning. But on 40... His back left's on 42%, and his back right is on 33%. Oh, and he's just out of DRS there. But then we have TK Tom there in the DRS range coming up to turn 1 on C Tango. His front right wheel touches the grass. And then Tango just pulls away with 8 tenths to spare. But then I'm seeing a common theme amongst all drivers though.
Yeah.
All the tyres, as we are currently on lap 8, all the tyres are just starting to go now.
Yeah, but it's different with Lot, as he has got hards on. So he will not be pitting early today in this race. They'll most likely be, the rest of the drivers will be pitting early to obviously get new tyres. But Lot will be staying out for an extra couple of laps with those hards.
Well, if we can see, a lot as his tyres are averaging up. He's got 31%. Well, his lowest is 23 and it goes up to 40. And then if you look at all like the other drivers, like with TK Tom here, his highest is 54%. That's him just battling. He's been battling the whole 8 laps, really, isn't it? So
yeah, he's been pushing himself a lot. He wants to get that position on Tango.
So does Staffy though, with his 25% battery.
Yeah,
and he is in DRS range, and hopefully he can get us close to him and get this overtake on the next straight.
Yeah, but then Tom also does have DRS as well, with Tango being in front.
But Tom, he's still on basically about 70% battery though. So
Yeah, he has not moved from that 70% battery mark. And it does actually look like pole position will. And the rest of the drivers on the grid are actually
Stag
sadly
pitting
catching up to
currently
Darius.
on lap 9. Hopefully this undercut works. I'm suggesting he's going for an undercut. And if it does, then
He's going to
he's got
hard.
on to hards. Hopefully this does work for him. Hopefully. And I've just said hopefully in
Yeah.
about 4 times in that one sentence there, but
Oh, and Staffy clips the grass, trying to get a move on TK Tom.
and he takes that time down to 5/10. Just flickering between 5/10 and 6/10 currently. But
yeah. And Will is still pulling away, surprisingly, especially with the worn out tyres.
yeah, his highest tire is 62%. He's pushing his car to the limits here.
He is
So
going all out. He wants to keep this pole position, and I wouldn't be surprised if he does.
and what Staffy actually plays pitting here on lap 10. I wonder why he's going
And
to go
that
for.
does mean Lott will claim 4th position, so he moves up a position.
Staffy is going on hards. Same as Stag currently.
Most drivers will probably be moving onto hards.
Yeah.
Or, well, we don't know what their strategies are. Could be mediums or could be hards. Who knows? But Lott has gained up a lot of time, actually, on to TK Tom, Tango, and Will. He is catching up gradually.
Yeah, I think he is locked in now. Oh, and he almost went sideways.
Jesus. Wow, he drifted that corner.
He must think he's playing Need for Speed or something like, but
yeah.
I assure you this is F1 Lott. And he does cut the corner there, but he receives no warnings.
I'm actually really surprised. I would expect to see loads of drivers get multiple warnings, but I haven't seen a single driver get one single warning today.
Neither.
Or Lott actually goes wide there onto turn 11, I think it is. No, 12 it was.
And then we have TK Tom going into the pits now on lap 10.
Tango and Tom both going in.
Oh, and Tango, I didn't see that, sorry.
Will is staying out with his worn out tyres. Jesus. He wants to get a move.
And his front left tyre, front left and back left will currently be going into the puncture zone soon, potentially, if he doesn't pit this lap. Because as you'll see, he'll gradually start to lose time to Lott, who is his teammate currently, who pitted 2 laps before, I'm sure.
And Staffy has claimed 3rd position.
On the straight.
Just ahead of Tom and Tango, just before they came out of pits.
That's good though. Staffy's undercut did work. And then it has a chance to work on Will as well, currently. And then that will make Lott go P1.
Lott and Darius still have yet to pit as well.
Staffy with a purple Sector 1 as well.
Wow. He's pushing now. He's in 3rd. He wants to claim. He wants to keep this spot.
Yeah, he wants it. He wants to get this win today. I hope he does, to be honest, because he does deserve it. As he has been getting unlucky with his tyres and his pit crew recently in the past few weeks.
Oh, and Tango goes. Oh, and there's contact between Tango and Tom.
Oh.
And I have actually clipped that.
So, TK Tom, he has a yellow front wing.
One of his side winglets are damaged.
And Will is in the pit. And this could mean that Staffy could potentially get the P2. And that will make his Alpine teammate, Lott, go up to P1.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a good result for both Lott and Will.
Staffy up to P2 now, just came ahead. Oh, and Cam. The Ferrari and Red Bull did get...
And Will comes out in front of Tom, surprisingly. Here's the thing now, with this front wing damage, it's going to affect Tom massively. So we're going to have to see what he can do, if he can get it replaced on his next pit stop, or if he does come in again. Because it's going to affect him massively. And it looks like there's a massive battle between Tom and Tango at the moment.
Tom and Tango?
Yeah.
Will and
Tango. Sorry, my bad. Yeah.
That's Will wall riding. on that curb there. Yeah, almost spins it there. Tom's going very brake
Last
heavy
contact.
into that corner there, which was turn 9. Oh! And Cam nearly just went into the wall there.
He went wide.
So currently we've got Staffy with a massive gap to Cam here with a 3-second gap and a lot of pits. A lot of pits, which means Staffy will go to P1 in the Hungarian Grand Prix.
Wow. I mean, lot needed to pit, especially with his hard tyres being on 12 laps. I mean, it is going to affect him massively, but
that's made
he
him
could still
lose.
improve
That's made
massively.
him lose 4 positions there.
Yeah. And Will overtakes Tango on the mediums.
Tom's getting his wing replaced currently in the pit lane.
Tango. Jesus, this battle between not Tom. Oh my God, I keep getting it wrong. Sorry, folks. Will and Tango. Wow, massive battle.
Oh, Will, big corner cut there.
Corner. And still no warning, surprisingly.
Not one person's got a warning there, guys. Not
I'm
one person.
very surprised.
It's been very clean. Been a few connections, but it's been on track so far.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on Will and Tango as they are both in a massive fight.
And we'll have a look at TK Tom and Stag AV Geek here currently. With Stag got a 7/10 gap, sorry, to
And Darius gets a 10-second time penalty for speeding in pit lane.
Unlucky, Darius.
No.
Very unlucky, sir. But
and he's about to get lapped as well.
Oh, he's on a very unlucky race this lap today.
No. And Tango sets the new fastest lap.
120.
Wow.
0.4, I'm sure. 0.4.8. No.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm getting mixed up here. A 120.4. 5. It took us a while to get that out there, but
yeah, like we said, folks, sorry for our little hiccups, because it is both me and Tom's first time at commentating. But I feel like we are actually doing pretty well.
Yeah, there's a few things we could work on probably, but we're doing so good. We're doing good so far.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna look at Will and Tango battling. We've been battling for ever since come out of pit lane. Now, currently, both of them.
Yeah, quite a long time. And it looks like Tom does pull away from Stag, so that is that battle over for the time being.
So the current penalties are no one up until P7, which is Darius with a 10-second for speeding the pit lane, which is totally unlucky.
Yeah, it can be caught off guard, that speeding in pit lane, and sometimes I do feel like it can be taken a bit too seriously, especially with the 10-second time penalty, because most drivers come in at the right speed and sometimes they hit 50 or 51 miles per hour by accident and they just boom get a 10-second time penalty out of the blue.
Tom goes on the inside. Tom goes on the inside. It almost worked there, and he's still on the inside there. Hopefully he can unlock with a 119.8. That is 5/10ths faster.
Will and Tango on the inside. Also, did you mean to say Will instead of Tom?
Oh, must have.
It's all good. Oh, and Tango messes up, so Lot pull. Not. Oh my God. Will pulls away. Oh, and Tango goes into the grass. Not a lot, but slightly.
Well, then we're going to see Will close the gap between him and Staffy HD. Will has been chopping his time down all the way through these last 2 laps currently with him while he's battling with C Tango. But we should see Will getting into the DRS zone with Staffy with the 6th, 10th gap. And Staff goes wide.
This is crucial for Staff, especially if he wants to keep pole position. I mean, with Will, how he's going right now and how he's racing, he is extremely fast. He's literally like a bullet. You can't dodge.
Staffy with.
And he goes for the overtake.
Goes on the inside. Oh, and Staffy goes off track there. That is so unlucky off him there.
And that is Will back in pole position.
And this brings C Tango back into the battle now, though. he's closed that gap down a lot as well. You can just see him currently just pushing as much as he can.
Yeah, massively. Staffy. Oh, Staffy goes. Oh, he lagged. For me, he went off track, like properly off track.
It looks fine on mine. And we've got Will there,
Yeah.
just bouncing off both of them candy cane looking things.
Oh, and Tango. And Staffy
Oh.
goes off wide. And Tango overtakes Staffy. Tango is back in second.
Oh, Staffy. Tom with a warning for corner cutting. He's cutting on one warning.
At least they ain't free. That's good.
Yeah. Then we've got Lot
If it will
there.
be free,
Lot is
then-
cutting down this time, currently.
Oh, yeah, he is. Wow, he is rapid. He wants to catch up to the top 3.
But he's got really high ERS battery here, though, so it's going to push up to 100% maybe.
Staffy does have DRS on the main straight coming into turn 1, but he does not have enough
And he has DRS again.
But still, yet again, he just has nothing. His fuel tank for ERS is pretty much empty.
So currently, for the table so far, I've got Will in P1, see Tango in P2, and then Staffy actually plays in P3 currently. Then we've got Lot 3 in P4, TK Tom 9631 in P5, and then Stag AV Geek in P6, and then Darius 9178 in P7 with a 1.9 second gap and a 10-second time penalty.
It's not looking good for him.
Yeah, Darius got a warning there, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, and Staffy is caught up back to Tango. This is getting interesting. This race is non-stop action.
He's just got... Well, he's gained... What happened there? Where?
What's that? Oh, it was Darius. He got blue flagged, letting Tom pass.
So then Staffy uses all of his ERS. But he still has DRS onto the second straight here.
But then it's that crucial ERS. He just doesn't have any.
I've got Will. He's been astonishing today.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets driver of the day, in all honesty. He has been so good today. His pace has been absolutely amazing.
There's been a few drivers, though, that could potentially be runners up for driver of the day currently.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Staffy definitely being one of them. He has been doing so well today. Oh, and he
Staffy the grass cutter.
onto the grass. Becomes the lawnmower for a second there, but nothing too bad as it's not a barrier collision, but it will still affect his time. But as I was saying, Staffy does potentially have the position to be driver of the day as his pace has been absolutely amazing. He has just been pushing and pushing. He
just
wants
no
that
battery
position.
though, really, yeah. No battery.
Yeah, it's just that ERS.
So then we've got Lot who has gained the time on Staffy HD.
Yeah, there's a lot of drivers that could be in the runner-up for driver of the day, like you said.
And then we've got Tango. He's cut down a 10th currently in this past lap with Will AFC.
Yeah, and he creates the gap between him and Staffy.
2.5 second gap. Hopefully Staffy can close it down. But
yeah. And there is a yellow sector 3. And it was just Darius yet again letting Stag pass as he got blue flagged yet again. So that is him officially lapped by
Darius
every
lagging
driver.
there.
Yeah. Not sure what his plan is now as he's been lapped by every driver, but we do wish him all the best as he was having not a very good qualifying, but then his race start was really good, coming up to 5th, but then with that incident on track.
Staffy's just draining his battery on the straight that he doesn't need to drain it on. What he needs to drain it on, he needs to drain it on the main straight. That's what he should be doing.
Yeah.
So he should be recharging for that last sector. But second and third sector, and then he just pushes.
I mean, that's what most drivers have been doing, in all honesty. They've just been holding in and saving their
Yeah,
ERS.
well, see, Tango, he was 0 ERS as well, though.
Oh, yeah, that is true. And Darius got another 3-second time penalty. So that is in total 13 seconds, as he is 1 minute and 22 seconds behind the whole grid.
We've not say that. See, Tango, he's within a second of Will AFC now.
Wow. Oh, and Stag spins on sector 2.
Oh,
That is a yellow flag. Hopefully not a safety car. But I think he has wing damage. I'm not 100% sure.
his wing. He's got both yellow wings here. That's not good,
Oh,
that.
Oh, yeah, both of his winglets are gone. Both sides.
So I wonder if he's going to pit here.
I wouldn't be surprised. He has no... Yeah, he's coming into the pit now. He has no downforce. And what's this? A lot was in a yellow start of Sector 2. But it looks like everything is all good. But Stag is in the pits, hopefully going to get a repair. Yes, he is getting a repaired wing, getting a replacement now. As we can see from through.
Yeah. Yeah, see, Tango, he's closed the gap down to 6 temps currently. Now it's pushing to 4 temps here. 3
with
temps
ERS
now.
and DRS.
And 2
Jesus
temps.
Christ, will he go for the overtake? No, he doesn't. But he does have DRS again.
There's no ERS, though. Like, he's so unlucky.
Oh.
But we'll just stick on these two for now.
Yeah. I thought he was going to go on the inside on that first turn.
Yeah. I think we would have had it there, but just didn't push a bit.
Yeah. And here's the thing as well. If you go too far, you don't want to risk it and then cause a collision. And Tom actually goes into the pit. Oh, wait, no, that's not Tom. Sorry, my bad. Lot.
Yeah, Lot, he was getting a new wing as well. I'm not sure what happened, but...
Yeah.
Will, he's pulled away. He's pulled away, pushing up to 1 second.
Jesus.
I wonder if he's going to be able to get on the RS here.
Position. Tom could improve and catch up, but with how the gap is, yeah.
And we've got these two again, Will and Tango.
Oh, Staffy goes into pit.
He's got high tyre wear. I'm not sure if he's going to go for the undercut here, but I think that's what we might be doing. He's going on mediums here.
Yeah, he's going on mediums.
For the last 13 laps. It's going to be a push, but I reckon he can do it.
Yeah.
He's still going to keep his gap between him and Tom, which puts both Red Bulls back into the battle again.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it puts him in a good position, really, because we have seen in the past most drivers have pushed their tyres to around 80%.
That's just on the margin of the punctures.
Oh, Darius actually does cut a corner on start of Sector 3, turn 12 it is.
And as we can see, he's lagging as well.
Yeah, extremely bad.
Second last corner, perfect though.
He did, yeah.
But we'll have a look back up at the P1 and 2. See Tango with a 5/10 gap just on the tail of Will.
He's pushing it. He wants to claim that pole position. He does actually have enough ERS.
Will hits.
Oh, hits.
Which pushes Tango back into P1 with a 20-second gap to Staffy Ashley Players, who is in P3 currently.
Here's the thing though, could Tango pit this lap, because we have seen other drivers come in on hards, pitting around their tyres being 12 or 11 laps
old. Is Will going to come out ahead of Staffy here?
It looks like it.
Oh, that was tight. It was tight there. But this puts them both back into the battle. Staffy up to P2. And Will drop 2 positions back into P3. Let's see what they all can do, eh?
So now it's going to be a battle between Staffy and Will. Staffy has been really good, and if he can hold on for his second position until the end of the race, and it's going to be a good outcome for him.
But Staffy with a purple sector 1.
That's good.
We'll stick on Staffy here currently, as he might become pulling off a masterclass here. So
Will is slowly catching up though, but he does come off a bit wide.
which has kept a 1 second gap between the both. And see, Tango's pitted. I wonder if Staffy and Will potentially come out ahead.
This could be a big opportunity for both of them. Staffy could reclaim first, and then will come up to second. But then, obviously, Tango will have to go back to the battle between.
Staffy comes across the line. Hopefully, he can improve. Staffy with 119.
Fastest lap. Wow.
368.
And they both come out in front of Tango. And Tango, it looks like we're going to see one of those events that we recently just saw. A battle between Will, Tango, and Staffy yet again.
Honestly, on that lap there, Staffy, it was just different gravy, really. Honestly.
Yeah.
Like, we were watching him throughout the whole lap. We joined him maybe mid-sector 1, which got him the purple sector 1 there. But
TK Tom comes into pit as he just leaves, and Lot has overtaken and claimed fourth.
But every driver here has had a really good, really good race. Oh, and Stag.
Stag gets disconnected. What has happened there?
There we are, sent him another invitation.
Yeah, let's hope it's nothing severe and it doesn't happen again, as we only have pretty much 10 laps left of this race.
Well, currently, Stag's AI has took off 4 seconds off TK Tom.
Oh, here we go. Will goes for the overtake and reclaims first position, leaving Staffy in second.
Staffy's got ERS though. DRS, I mean, but he's only got 10% though, and it pushes to 0% here. But
that's been the problem with him this whole race. He's just had no battery.
Staffy there flicking a wrist, hopefully.
And it looks like Tango is slowly catching up. He does have very high ERS.
But Staffy almost going off the same way as Will. Then them both just sliding through them 2 corners there. Just amazing. Yeah, absolute cinema.
And yet again, Will has just gone. He's a rocket today.
We might have to do a weight check on his car. Was that
purple sector 2? Jesus Christ!
I wonder if he's gonna go for the purple sector 1 and purple sector 2. My bad. Sorry.
Oh wow! I didn't even see the purple sector. Could he pull off the fastest lap? Let's see. Come on.
Is this gonna be a purple sector 3 as well? Purple sector 2.
Oh my god!
A 119.028. That is astonishing.
Jesus Christ. He is pushed.
I'm not sure
pushed.
What's in with Will today? He's absolutely insane.
He's completely different today. It's just
and
like
Stag
he's just
has not joined back.
It's just like he's just splashed a bit of water on his face before the race. Yes. Stag still ain't back.
He's still not back. I'm not sure what's going to be happening with that, but Darius might be able to, in the last 9 laps, Darius might be able to just push really hard and get to that P6 position.
Oh, he could, yeah. He could potentially gain a position, which would be good for him.
And the next battle coming up will potentially be Staffy HD players and C Tango. And Tango has 2.1 second gap between Staffy, and Staffy has a 2.8 second gap to Will.
And it looks like there's been a blue flag yet again for Darius.
Yeah, that'll be Will getting the overtake. And
is that him 2 laps behind now.
Yeah, 2 laps behind. Very
Oh, what's
unlucky,
happening in
but
sector 3?
sector 3.
Yes, some incident with Lot. Don't know if he come off or what, but it just said yellow flag, sector 3.
And we've got Darius's back marker here as a ghost, but then Staffy's just having to go right through him as he's not moving out the way. Staffy just going around that corner perfectly.
Oh, and Tango has actually caught up to Staffy,
Yeah.
so it's going to be one of those fights yet
With a
again.
9/10 gap.
Wow.
And Staffy's slowly pulling away. Oh no, he's dropping a tiny bit, but
Tango could increase before the main straight. Where is Will? That's what I'm asking. Jesus Christ, he is 4 seconds in front. What a race for him.
yeah,
What a race.
Will with his insanely high ERS again, pushing up to the 80 mark, maybe high 70s. No, he will be
And-
deploying. And Stag into the pits. I'm pretty sure that's his AI there.
That's
Putting-
his AI, yeah. And Tango does have ERS and DRS and will make the overtake. Willie coming into turn 1.
No, and he just misses opportunity.
Goes on
But
the
then he
inside.
goes down the inside.
Oh, it's neck and
Wheel
neck.
to wheel. Into turn 2. What's going to
Goes
be?
on the inside.
Cam goes there through there. Staffy comes out behind into turn 3 on C Tango.
This is so interesting today. It's what a race.
Staffy just goes off track there, almost losing his balance.
This is the thing with some drivers. When they get overtaken, they want to claim the position, but then they lose concentration. They can't lose that concentration. It is so important to them.
Stafford just goes off a little bit. Track there, pushes the grass. And C Tango just pulls away.
He's gone.
With a
It looks like
1.4 second gap, sorry.
Tango wants that position for Will.
Currently, we've got Tiga, Tom, and Lot. Tiga, Tom with a 6-second gap.
He has
Too
been
low.
catching up, Tom. He has been catching up.
Just slows down
I'm
a little
not
bit through
sure.
there.
I'm not sure if Tom will make it to the end of the race, catching up, obviously, to the race leaders. But there is only 6 laps left of this race. Let's see what happens, as this has been very interesting so far.
Yeah, Staffy, he's on Tango. He's just pulled away. I'm not sure what's happening, but Staffy again with a low ERS.
He's just been on low ERS this whole race. I
Yeah.
genuinely don't know what's up. I don't know if there's a problem with his energy saving or he's just been using it on every corner.
Yeah. But nothing us commentators can do much there really, but
No, just watch. And
yeah.
it looks like Tango is actually catching up to Will.
Yeah,
The
he's
gap
gained a
went
whole
from
second.
to 3.
Not sure
They are.
I wonder what Will and C Tango has had for breakfast today, honestly. Must be like Cocoa Pops or something, but
Something
maybe
good.
Rice Krispies, Cocoa Pops.
Or to make them concentrate like this, especially with Will pushing so hard, porridge.
Could do, yeah. Just warm his belly up as well.
Exactly. For the energy and concentration, as porridge is one of the best foods, well, cereals to have to concentrate.
But then we have C Tango, he's closed down the gap a lot.
Down to 2.5 seconds now.
We do see the grids separating a lot now currently, with Stag and Darius over a second gap. But Stag, he got disconnected, but he's just not joined back. Which I'm sure that
AI racing.
Yeah, I'm sure that resolves the penalty or something. No, I'm not sure, but we'll have to check up with that with the FIA after the race.
Yeah. And it does actually look like Stag's AI will be overtaking Darius shortly. So Darius will be getting lapped twice now, which is not good for him at all.
I wonder what C Tango can do in his last 5 laps coming, or last 4 laps, sorry, as it goes to the 31st lap out of 35.
Yep, final stretch here, 4 laps to go here at Hungary. Wow.
It's
What a
making me
race it's
hungry.
been. Yeah, it is.
And
I have to go get some Quality Street
with a
after this.
9/10 gap.
Wow.
It's closed down from a 4-second to a 9/10 gap.
That's good. He's pushed. He wants that pole position before the end of the race with only 4 laps remaining. Could he do it?
See, Tango, he must have had a lot of like Apple Tango and all that before the race just to energize him a lot more.
Apple Tango juice, yeah, definitely.
Maybe even Fanta, as Tango and Fanta do have rivals. But...
yeah, that is true.
Well, as we'll see, if Cam keeps up the way he is, and he just goes off track there a little bit into turn 10.
Not a lot, but it does affect his time down to 800ths of a second.
Hopefully, he can keep it into the DRS range, and then he can just get into that overtake on the inside or outside, maybe.
The thing is, with both these drivers, Will and Tango, Tango does have a lot of DRS, but Will also has a lot of DRS, more than Tango for sure.
Yeah, and see Tango making the gap. He unfortunately did not get the overtake on that straight. But then he will have DRS again.
DRS.
Well, Batiga told me stayed around the 4-second gap between him and Locke currently. He seems to be gaining, but then he seems to just drop. And he goes wide there into turn 13.
I mean, he is only 4 seconds behind Locke, so he could improve and come in 4th position before the end of the race, as there are only 3 laps remaining now. But mainly, we're watching this race from the front. Tango and Will
just messes up on 6 and 7. He just... Well, hopefully, like I said before in the last lap, hopefully he does keep a 1 second in between the 1 second gap. Currently, he's in down 3/10. Now his front right tyre does go onto the grass there. Yeah, he hugs the corner there, which leaves him with 6/10. I wonder if he can get the overtake on a straight. We'll hop onto Will's halo here.
He pretty much has 100% ERS and DRS. He doesn't seem to use any of his ERS though, Tango.
We'll just stick on to Will here. Oh, I just noticed Tom has pushed the gap down to 2.6 second gap between him and lot 3.
Oh yeah, so he has. This is going to be an interesting last 2 laps.
But we will have potentially 2 battles up and coming maybe. And the main battle so far is between P1 and 2 with a 0.3 second gap.
He is not getting off his butt.
Oh,
and he goes a bit wide there. Coming now down to turn 12, 13 and 14.
Can you see how much battery he has? It's not enough on my end.
He has 100% battery.
Right, well, he has to deploy it on the straight
but
then.
He has more battery than Will. Will is on 90%. Let's see. And he uses his DRS and ERS. Will he get the overtake? And it looks like Will's just letting him pass.
Tension on the switchback. On the switchback, we've got C Tango there. Almost hitting his back right tyre.
Oh, that was close. With only 1 lap remaining. This ain't the final lap. The next lap is.
And then Locke just went off track there, which put Tom with a 0.5 second 10th here. And
Jesus,
Lottie
this
is
is getting
spinning
heated.
a lot. His
This-
tyre wear is insanely bad. So his lowest tyre is on 36, but his back left tyre is on 74%.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
not good at
what
all.
is letting Tom gain on that extra time there. Tom does have ERS
And Tom
and
passes!
Tom goes up to P4 currently. Can he hold that position?
Oh no! And he does. He gets past. Not fully though.
And props to Tom there. That was just amazing.
Yeah.
Against
Right, I'm going back up to the front as it's now getting interesting with turn 13 and 14 coming up into the last lap of the Hungarian GP.
that's a lot going off track there, which is pushing up 4 tenths, 5 tenths now.
He still has 100% ERS, so he could use it. He does have the ERS, and he is using ERS.
We've got C
But
Tango
let's-
here, potentially pushing for this.
The problem is Will is also using ERS as well. So even though Tango is using ERS and DRS, Will is still just using his ERS, so he pushes away.
C Tango's fading. It's fading. And Darius
And
has DNF.
Has retired. That is a caution on sector 3. That is very unfortunate to him.
But I wonder what Mr. C Tango can do here with a 7/10 gap coming into turn 6 and 7 in sector 2 here. And this has been astonishing.
This is wow. Let's see what they can do as they down towards turn 12, coming out of turn 11. Here we go. And it looks like Will is pulling away by a second, and Will may claim the Hungarian GP trophy today. He will claim pole position at Hungary. Here we go, turn 14. What will happen? Here we go. And
He just overstayed there big time, but Will does come P1.
Will is the winner of today's race. Wow. Here comes
Lot picking up a 3-second time penalty there for multiple ones and corner quitting.
Here comes Staffy then. Crosses the line, MP3. I bet he is so happy with that result. He has battled it out so good today.
And the next person to go across the finish line will be TK Tom, who has both Red Bulls. They've been unlucky today. And Lot has had 4 warnings currently off corner quitting.
Jesus.
So
Here we
TK
go
Tom
then.
coming around the last corner of the Hungarian Grand Prix.
And that
finishes P4.
Wow. And now we're just waiting on the last driver.
Spun it. I'm not sure what happened here.
I'm not sure either, but here we go then. That is the Hungarian GP. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is our race today, and wow, what a race it has been. Tom, what would you want to say just on those results?
That race was amazing in Tier 2. There was some ups and downs in it, but there was not even one safety car, and that is amazing for Tier 2 here in Hyperdrive.
Really so today's race winners form of Will claiming pole position and Tango in second, Staffy in third.
All shaking champagne up onto Will.
TK Tom in fourth, Lot in fifth, Dag in sixth, and then Darius in seventh.
So
what a race it has been.
Will with the fastest lap, Will winning the race, and then person with the most overtakes is Lot, and then the cleanest driver is C Tango according to the game. But then, as the table stands, it is P1 for Will, P2 for C Tango, P3 for Staffy, P4 for TK Tom, and P5 for Lot. And for P6 is Stag AV Geek, and then P7 Darius.
Wow, that was. I have no words. That was just. I don't think I've ever seen a Tier 2 race without a safety car.
Yeah, it was so good and clean, especially in Hungary as well. It's a very dangerous track on some corners
as well, yeah.
And the
massive congratulations to all the drivers out there today.
The tire deck is just crazy here as well. But that is it for Hyperdrive Tier 2 in round 5 at the I can't even speak. Hungarian GP. Thank you for
Wow.
everyone who attended this live stream today and watched the Tier 2 drive. Thank you.